Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more of my absolute insanity. Look, I'm coming at today with some really renewed vigor after the last play session. Of course, that will probably entirely disappear within minutes, and I mean minutes, of playing around in here, as we know. Dreamscape is hell. There is no ands, ifs, or buts about it. But I want to try and see if I can't figure anything out today. Now, I've got some ideas that I want to try, mainly involving the likes of, well, I want to try and see if there's anything on the yellow that I can finish up. I also have one little thing that I want to try in the gate area, and I'm trying to think if I could configure something with yellow. In fact, that's the one I want to try first today, because I'm kind of realizing yellow, my fundamental understanding of yellow might be slightly incorrect, at least, from the standpoint of what it is. And it's more due to the fact, like, as we know, yellow is kind of a one-way gate, as you can see there. Like, it doesn't work if I go through this way, but if I go through the other way, it does work, guaranteed. Now, I've been kind of contemplating whether or not this is a valid answer to it, and in all honesty, I might be entirely insane for thinking like this, but there is one spot in here that we have been a little bit confused by, and it's the fact that this one opens to yellow. So my thought process is, I got it right. Oh my god. I wanted to see if you could just tiptoe your way into the yellow, and then tiptoe your way on out and see if that did anything. And yeah, no, that's actually perfect. I'm quite surprised by that. Yeah, this obviously leads to here. Order is not chaos in this one. This is, what would this be? It's not order, obviously. Pull out the rules notebook, as we know. But that in and of itself already makes me feel good to have some amount of test occur where it immediately worked out to be something that actually assists us. God, I feel so sorry for my little notebook here for how the lingo has been. I flip through these pages so often that one of my pages has actually fallen out and is a loose page now. So yeah, yellow bottom, I was looking right at it. Order into an adjacent idea, or sorry, mixture, what, mixed order, mixed order, like a, that one's confusing. Mixed order is weird because, yeah, that doesn't necessarily make sense. Anyways, so we know, where is it? Where is the compass east? East, wait a minute, is red the opposite here? Or is east is on a compass. The compass is facing east that way. So if that is the case, east is that way, which means northeast, south. I think I did that wrong. Nope. Okay. Unless it's this way. This way? This way. Haha. Like, I could at least do that. Theme. Gates. Doors. I do not know what the theme would be called. Sleep, dream. Yeah, I'm like, we're there. We're there. We've got these. We've got all the available ones left. We just got to figure out what the theming is. Theme, dream. There it is. Obviously, that makes sense. It's the theme of this area. And order. Order. Mixed up order. Is it chaos? Okay, I don't know why chaos in my head was reading as a 4-letter word. Rainbow? Oh my, what? Oh, hey. Hey, wait a minute. You know, that makes sense. Hang on, give me that. You know, it's nice when I could just walk in right here. So I'm assuming it's because I straight up, like, didn't have the correct path. Like, I legitimately think you need to have the correct path with the, with each of the colors to get where you're heading, necessarily. Which is pretty smart, and, oh, wait. What? Hang on, what? How, whoa, okay. That's kinda cool. We have discovered way more than just normal things. Okay. So this is our backside equivalent. Which means that, hang on. In one of these is gonna be easy access to something we need. It's gotta be. Interesting. Well, okay, so maybe I'm trying to see if there's something I can do with this. So we're obviously missing the purple eye. Have we done the yellow eye? I thought we did. I thought we did. Because I thought the yellow eye was pretty easy in terms of what it was. Sorry. I'm like, I have to remember where everything is. I'm like, hang on. And this, well, I mean, hopefully there isn't anything that it gets mad at me for. It shouldn't, yeah. Okay, so the orange eye is one of the last ones that we have yet to do. And my hope is that finally having it, you know, set up, figured out, in such a way where I can kind of do this is effectively all it needs. Wait a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. I have orange eye active in here. This is not the area I'm trying to be in. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold the vote. I just screwed myself somehow. Right, how do I head to the red? I have forgotten entirely where I was heading. God, this is confusing. I mean, when was Dreamscape ever remotely easy? I really think I've already screwed up, basically. I mean, especially because I'm here. Yeah, I literally walked in and around here when where I was trying to head to was just down, but we already know that just down doesn't work. Yeah, because using, I think, this breaks the system for orange. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're pretty close. We've just got that left. We've been there. This is the one side we haven't been on, is the red-yellow side. We need to find a way into red from an alternative source, which is through this, really. Which means we need to go into purple, which means... Hang on. I'm like, I can do this real quick. We just need to borrow red. Red being unironically the easiest one of these to do. Solely for the sole sakes of, like, doing this, I guess, is kind of funny to me. Now, my thought process is that movement right there is what's actually resetting me. And if that is the case, then, like, I despise it. But I also don't know what else I could necessarily do for that. No, yeah, we need to be in purple. I forgot. We need to go into purple. And then it's a dive around like this. I said it's a dive around like this. Really, I can't tell whether or not it's like what it is that I'm messing up with that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing the purple eye. Of which case I'm like, okay, where is the purple eye? Because very clearly I should know. Also, that's the other route that I could probably take that I need to consider, is just going through the purple. But, like, that doesn't use anything fancy that we've been taught here. I wonder if... Nope, that one doesn't do the same trick that the other one does, despite being part of the same door. Yeah, I'm almost curious to, like... I'm genuinely kind of curious where the purple eye is. Because it is the one eye that I feel I should have, like, a really solid handle on. And I don't. Just simply because it, like, I haven't seen it. I'm not sure where it is. You know, the other thing is like, that is something I feel I should also have handled. Red, white. Green. Pink? Green, pink? Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I've kind of, as I've stated many a time before, lost the plot of this place. And hey, guess who's already effectively lost his sanity? Green, comma, pink. Damn. My thought process was red, white, you know, the door, and then green. And that was just considered pink, but it isn't. What? So... red, white. And again, as we've tried many a time, the insert doesn't matter on this one. Dream rest. I'm like, are we going to that kind of extreme? It says it's still in the environment. Granted, so we're aware, painting hearts was not an easy one. Like, I still don't understand why painting heart exists, you know? But yeah, no. And in all honesty, it's looking like Rainbow didn't really do anything for me other than open fast travel. Which again, why is this here? Northeast, south. Does south matter to these? I'm like, does south get me somewhere that I otherwise would not be able to know is south? Because it orientates me south or something. I do not know. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that Rainbow doesn't really get me any more context other than, well, that one obviously does that. And I think I've tried counterclockwise-ing that many, many times. So, let's see here. Red, white, red, white. What do we think red, white is? Because, I mean, that's red, white. If I go back in, it gives me yellow and green. North, comma, east. Honestly, the part I'm really confused on is what the theming on this is. Red is the endpoint. White is the beginning. Fly to the sun. Is it meant to be... Hang on. I'm looking at blue here real quick. Into the sun. Yeah. Tuhi core. Into the sun. You know what I just realized? This is a very rapid way to get over here. Huh. That, if it weren't for the fact that I'm actually not trying to get over here, despite my brain keep thinking I am, That is a relatively quick way to do so. So into the sun. Into the sun. Something that's white. The sun. Eyes they see. Blind. Open, close? Is it open and is it close open? Is it close open? Is it like close open? Close open. Damn it. I had a thought and I was like, oh. Honestly, this is the only one that I don't understand. Like, I feel like I should be able to understand it, but I don't. Which is bad. Let's see here. So, can I jump into any of these? No. Okay. Hang on. Remember, you can backspace these. Yeah. Okay, and that does that. What I'm curious about now is we know that this exists. I'm curious if where is the eye that I'm used to? Hang on. Are you just red eye? And no. Okay. There's one of these that I'm after in particular. It's this one. I'm curious. Eyes. No, you don't matter. You do not matter. Be the change. See? Be the change. Why does be the change matter? Like, there's a lot of these really cryptic words that exist that I just don't necessarily get why they're there. Chased by lions, never give up. And this spot exists. Wall. Open. Why does this room exist? So, not this. Up. Down. Never. Nerve. Open. Never. Honestly, like, I wish I had something to go off of here. Like, that's legitimately my main problem right now, is I don't know what to go off of. Honestly, like, if I had a map, okay, which mapping this place sounds like hell, but if I had a map, I'd feel much better about my capabilities to move through all of this. Right. This was here. Oh my god, that's the heart painting. That's the heart painting. Does this... This is my secret purple panel. This is my secret purple panel. This is my secret purple panel. Missing. This is my secret purple panel. Oh, that's funny. Painting heart. If I could spell it. Heart. Okay, so we found the heart painting. Just backwards. Because I cheated a teeny bit in the way that I achieved it. But that is really good. Because it was quite literally just, hey, remember how you got here? Yeah, do that again. Oh. Oh, and that also explains why that does that. Right. So... Ooh. So, maybe... Well, then... Red is as simple as this. Or, I haven't really discovered the red room yet. Meaning, there's a way to do it. I mean, we know about that trick. Where you can backwards walk into things. Or into red. To get things to go differently. You know what I'm curious about? So... Wait. Yeah, I'm like, hang on. Why is that not teleporting me? I'm betting there's something up with red that I still don't fully understand. And that would make sense because red is the only one that I don't still have access to a special room for. Well, I unintentionally went to blue. No? Honestly, why is red so awkward? Why is red so weird? So, like, yellow, we know it's a one-way teleport. Purple is face south as you go through. Green is... teleports you to a specific location. Blue sprints through. Oranges go backwards. Red. So let me think here. So one-way teleport versus sends you to start. Face backwards, face south. Goes to a specific location. Requires you to move at a specific pace. Honestly, that means that this is already correct then. Because they're mirrored in a sense. Like, there's a reason they're organized like this. Because green and blue are specific in the way that blue requires a specific button. Green sends you specifically to a certain location. Purple requires facing. Orange requires facing. This is a bad this is a bad one way. This is a bad one way. Which also makes me curious still about the painting room. Because I know that the red painting room, if we, hang on, wrong room. If we want to go back to it, this room in here is by far and away the most confusing room to me. Something is very clearly up with it, wherein there is some sort of one-way paintings that matter, or one-way stuff that matters, but I can't figure that out. in any reasonable essence that matters, without just being confused. Like, I can do all this, but it doesn't seem to really matter. Like, this in particular is one room that I feel like I should know. Open. So, this one is open. Spiral. Rocket. Rocket. Moon. Space. If I go here, you are out. Outer space. Earth. Genuinely, like, I still don't get this one. Why is this one out? Why, like, we brute forced these because I didn't understand them at all, but now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I kinda have to now know why this is out. I mean, this door sends you out, but it also doesn't, because it sends you here. So, and then there's this area, which genuinely confuses me. Like, why do I care about all of this? Unless... Hang on, do you yellow? You have a yellow. You also yellow. And you red. And this goes to noon. Afternoon. Noon. Noon. Apple. Noon. Rainbow. Noon. Door. 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 Honestly, okay, here's the thing. Open. Like, this room is the only room that I legitimately do not understand. In all honesty, I'm very much considering giving myself a hint. Just because, like, I feel like I need to have some knowledge. But, like, at the same time, I don't want to give myself a hint because I feel like I don't need. Like, I don't know what I need is the issue. And that's constantly been my issue with Dreamland. Like, it's been very unbelievably fun going through Dreamland. The problem is Dreamland legitimately is just kind of unfair, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. Because really, in all honesty, like, I don't understand any of it. And then we get to this part, and I'm like, I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to do here. Because on one hand, it's like, hey, you should know something here. Like, that makes me feel like I should know something right now. Like, there should be some solution that I've already figured something out for. And this door is the one... There is, like, a door here that... Hang on. You know what I just realized? There might be a snipeable entry. There is not. Damn. I was kind of hoping that was going to be it, maybe? Like there was an entry that's snipeable through the wall. Well, okay. So if I do this, I believe... Hang on. Yeah, if I do this... I'm currently lined up with this thing right here. If I hit backspace, or sorry, delete. Did that get it? It does get it. Okay. Or sorry, entry, not empty. What am I on about? So if I turn around here and try it, I don't think I got it. I mean, look, you know, it's a cool concept. But does it apply? No, because this one's also off kilter. There's too much variance that I'm not able to really consider anything legitimately, I don't think. Which also just, again, has me confused. Look, I think for the sake of progress, I want to get a hint on red-white, just because I want to know what it is that I'm missing here. And I would just, I'm gonna give myself just a bit of direction, I guess. Just like a path to head towards. So I'm gonna be openly honest about this. I'm gonna take a hint from the Lingo Discord, and I'm just gonna go figure out what I need to do with this. I think I have it. I knew what I was thinking it was, but like I wasn't 100% positive with it, and I'm gonna walk over to it because I feel like a little bit japed by this one. Hang on. Let me hoop on over this. So we know that this white and this red, this is like a face, this is an arrow. I'm curious about something here. Have I really not tried arrow face? Because if I haven't tried arrow face, I'm gonna... Oh my god. Oh my god. This... The green. I like the green. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I finally... Oh. Oh. The nut. Return to... what? Return... What? This is not what I expected here. Return to entry. Interesting. But oh my god, I'm so glad that I finally got that. Like, it was literally like, my hint that I took was, or that I ended up finding with this was, what have you seen that's red and white? So I was like, okay, it's with the painting, obviously. And I then looked over at it and was like, wait a freaking minute. Have I really not tried that? Yeah, I feel so stupid now. So we've got an access route to a lot of things. But this one I'm very confused by. Because 621, there's not many one-letter words. In fact, there's none technically. Those are letters. It's a red center. What? Return to entry. Dreams of E. Dreams of P. So, hang on. As we know, red middle is, yeah, words in words. Retry. No. Huh? 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 So this, the problem is this doesn't feel like a word. Return to entry. Do I need to... Welcome back. Why walk when you can run? Do I need to literally walk all the way out? Nightmare escape. No? No? Dreamscape. As we know, that is right. That part is right. We are correct. I'm not too insane here. So, return to entry. Return... So, it's words within words, which is why I'm confused, because return to entry, you can't, like, strike anything and get anything. I mean, you can get turn, but that doesn't fit. Or you just use up your entire library, like, way too quick. Like, huh? Well, return to... Oh, return to... E? Return to E. Return to... God... And we're here. Okay, so... This room now has an explanation. Which means that... Yeah, why was that so confusing to me? I'm like, why is that weird? Doorway. Chased by lions, never give up. Honestly, you know, cool. So, green door takes us to orange. Is that it? Is that the path that it wants me to take? Is basically this weird, this weird path to get to When did you show up? The Dreamweaver? When did you get here? You're obviously, yeah, a return there. Huh? 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 Wait, how did I get that? How did I get there? How get there? When, where, why? So did I go... I went that way, yeah? No, I went this way. I'm an idiot. Obviously, I went this way. The fact that this is here is like an easy, hey, yeah, we know you've been through this walk like 700 times. Here, take a freebie to head back. Because we know that you've done this enough times is insanity to me. So, take that. Take this. Take this. Walk it on through. Walk it on over. And then we need to go to red. Which, where would red be? That's right, we're trying to go through green right now. Which is over to the door. Or just to here. If that works. But I don't think that does. Yeah, because you probably really want me to go through here. So, okay. Cool. I've seen your cool party tricks. And I raise you cooler party tricks, in which I'm doing the exact opposite of what I meant to do, because I'm stupid. Wait a minute, I can just walk backwards through that. Yeah, also, I still have... Chat, am I stupid? Chat, am I legitimately stupid? Do I have brain damage? Do I have brain damage? I've done, like, I did the same thing, like, 6 times right there. God, I'm silly. God, I'm so silly. God, I am such a silly, silly man who doesn't know shit about bricks if they hit him in the face. I've been that way. Let's go this way. Oh, okay, no. No, it's legitimately a ultimate prank. That's what it is. Ha ha ha, very funny, very funny. You got me, game. You made me go crazy. Man, I sure am glad that you got me with that one. I totally didn't just look like an absolute dumbass in front of people because I was like, wait, haven't I done that before? Okay, so red to red. Orange. Come on, double jump. You know, I wonder how they do this. Okay, cool. So orange is done with this. I walk back through. I don't know if that counts as the teleport. But, oh, there is an entry over here. Wait, where am I? That's funny. Okay, so now we're here, which is good, but also really stupid. I walk through this, walk over here, go here. Can this just be it already? Oh my god. Unless that opening that unless opening this is legitimately meant to be that. But like, I don't know. God, this game, and the funny thing is I know it's not over until I see credits. Like, I know it's not over until I see credits. But you know what? I think for today and my mental sanity, this is a good point. This is a good stopping point for me. We made a lot of progress. Like, there's no doubt about it. We discovered a lot. We got a lot done. We figured out a lot of stuff. I think I need to legitimately take a hint on whatever is going on in here. I will be back next episode figuring that out and hopefully progressing us forward a little bit. Really, as you guys know with this game, like, I don't like taking hints beyond the in-game, like, hint system. And even then, I, like, don't really feel like that's a good thing for me to do as my first response. The problem is this game is so, like, or this area, its puzzles are unbelievably absurd. Like, I don't think that this is 100% reasonably solved by your average person. So that's my main statement towards this is like, well, yeah, I'm glad with what I've done. There are a few segments that I just have legitimately zero idea for, and I want to have some progress, but, like, even, it's worse than Purple, because, like, unlike Purple, where I could kind of stumble around and inevitably discover the clues that have now kind of, you know, become what I know of Purple, like, Dreamscape kind of requires you to immediately get its stuff 100%, which is where I'm like, if there is something up with this, other than just the three things, I'm going to assume that I have no idea what it is. Because, like, while sure, I get this to this, gives me this, but I don't understand why it's a pawn. Like, I cheesed a pawn here. So, yeah. With that said and done, though, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. And, bye-bye. I'm sorry that I have to take any hint, but the Dreamscape is what's truly officially beat me, at least somewhat. So, yeah, bye-bye.